Space to maneuver at the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Foles. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, Adams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside, but they can really shred your defense.
On second down, Adams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
He's going to get it all right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, this is why I'm really glad I'm sitting up here next to you. It's awfully tempting to go for it right here, isn't it? But it's been a great drive. On the road, you've got to come away with at least 3 points. Kick the field goal.
Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This is a 26-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Manning and the Giants come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, we are.
Set. Blue 80.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on second and 10.
Regular. Now set. Now blue 80.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Going 58's the mic.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Now set. Blue 88. And go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Set.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. They pick pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Hey, go 56. 27's a Sam. 27's a Sam.
Hey. 4 down.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
27's a Sam. 27's a Sam.
Alert! Joker.
Handoff to Barkley. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third down, Barkley. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Let's go. Come on.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah. The big boys came out.
Set. Blue 88.
It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Manning now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
58, Mike. Watch the screen.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Single.
Set. Go blue 80.
Watch 10.
Regular.
On 1st down, Manning. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Go set. Blue 88. Go blue 80.
Check tight end. Check tight.
Manning will try again on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Wayne Gallman is running back, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
But there was no trace of nervousness there. He was able to diagnose that play from his linebacker position, stay in excellent coverage, and bat the ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at
Zebra.
3rd and 10.
Regular.
Kill.
Zebra.
Again, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 26 yards. And the Giants are in for 6.
Yeah, nice catch.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
Nice catch, offense.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Philadelphia getting the football back here. And when you discuss the Eagles this season, it seems like every week we kind of go back and forth. Hey, they're done. They're still alive. They're done. They're alive. And that Week 15 win, I don't think many people saw that coming against the Rams in L.A.
I will guarantee many didn't see that coming for a couple of reasons. Philadelphia is coming off of a bruising battle. They lost in overtime against Dallas, where Dallas ran, I believe, 90-plus plays against them. That's hard to bounce back from, yet they did it. Also, the Rams were coming off a game where they didn't play really well on the road against Chicago. We all expected them to get back in form at home. So, no, not many people saw that coming at all. Give Philadelphia credit. They kept themselves alive for a possible playoff spot and a chance to defend their Super Bowl championship.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Here's Adams, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Here we go.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half.
Here we go.
We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
They'll run on first down. Adams looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down now, Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Here we
Tremendous
go.
blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them. Not much space to run.
On first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's Adams, and he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll throw. And Jeffrey's going. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
On the toss, this is Adams. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Josh Adams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Giants taking the field again here, and, you know, this is a team that got off to that woeful 1-7 start. They rallied a bit in the second half of the season here to get a few wins, but I don't think playing spoiler is what Pat Shurmur had in mind for his first season.
No, I don't think that as well, and I think there are a lot of visions that are from worst to first in their division, with Pat Shurmur as the head coach and the addition of Saquon Barkley and getting the offense back on track with Odell Beckham Jr. being healthy again. But I go back to the Saquon Barkley move, picking him number 2 in the draft last year. Still hear criticism that the Giants should have taken a quarterback and built that way. They took the best rookie in the draft.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Eagles. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
But partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, that don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
It's caught inside the 25. And this will get them all the way inside the Giants' 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now it's Hospital. Here's Adams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. They're throwing on the final play. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
They'll run it again to Barkley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Tight left.
Zebra, zebra, zebra.
Check. Crunch.
First down carry for Barkley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Hey, we got 4.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Regular, regular, regular.
We got 4.
We got set. We got blue 80. Blue set.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. Blue 88. Blue set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
Run.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Giants on third
Let's go,
down.
let's go.
A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd
Hey,
and 2.
gun.
Hey, 4 down.
Working from the gun. Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head. Not be able to believe it.
6 points by the wayside on that one.
And Rosas puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those
Great.
50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Drive starts with a handoff to Adams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
93's the mic. 93's
They'll run on first down. Here we go. Adams. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And who's got it? The Giants.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time, what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll run it now. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
Okay,
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick by Rosas is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right. All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let one fly for Tate. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here, when you claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
You don't want no problem.
Got to figure now, getting a turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep it going, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Tight right, tight right.
Throwing is Manning on third down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Zebra.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here.
Here we go.
Coverage downfield. Dalvin Tomlinson able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Check.
Under.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we see there, they're not giving up anything to them.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. It's caught inside the 25.
3 down.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic.
From the red zone now, they'll make the throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Keep playing hard.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, guys.
Here we go.
And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, a 14-yard touchdown. There the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough 1st downs and make them eat up their timeout so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down, only go about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, a positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now on the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Tight end left. Hey.
Time for a break.
4 down.
We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Let's go.
Tight right.
Regular.
Alert.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Regular.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, pretty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Blue 80.
They'll run it now out of the run. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Odd. 5 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants.
Mike.
Saquon Barkley taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead.
It must be real easy to say that they are in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. They can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new 2nd down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Josh Morrow in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Throw here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got him. Otherwise,
now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing his Manning. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter.
That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants are winners as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.